I would have felt that.
King Edmund valiantly tries to resist the new order.
You feeling it?
He pays a terrible price. His lungs are ripped from his living body and placed on his back like folded wings, a torture known as the Blood Eagle. Terrified, Saxon kings fall before the ruthless Viking chieftain Guthrum. By January 878, only one Saxon kingdom still stands, Essex.
This is my little 5-month-old kitten, Morrgaine, playing fetch
Must run for his life.
with my sister-in-law, Michelle.
In the depths of winter, he escapes to the tangled marsh known as the Somerset Fens.
And when she's really, and that's Wilbur that keeps jumping into frame. And when she really gets bored and really wants to play, she'll actually drop the toy at your feet or in your lap.
Than this fragile king. Sickly from a young age, he succeeds to the throne only after his 4 older brothers die.
The man who'd rather be reading a book or visiting Rome to talk to the Pope rather than living in a cold, wet swamp organizing a guerrilla campaign against a vicious enemy.
This is an individual who with all of his...
I gotta let the water drain a little bit. I did it.
As a warrior.
Like this far from the top of the tub.
Yeah, I'd say so.
By fighting like a wild
What she did that made you all laugh?
It wasn't her we were laughing at.
In back his country, Alfred returns.
We saw you take off. Morgie.
Series of guerrilla attacks, constantly tormenting.
Okay, this is her getting lazy and my husband trying to get her to start fetching again.
The Vikings were a scourge of God, just as his illness was a scourge of God. And a scourge of God which was meant to lead him.
And it all started with a candy cane.
God scourges those he loves.
Good girl. Come here.
Like an early version of Robin Hood, Alfred sneaks up on the Viking camps, stealing from them to feed his downtrodden people.
She wants to make me go to work. I don't think so.
That is her being lazy again.
His raids give birth to thrilling tales of a romantic young king who outwits the evil forces of Guthrum and his Vikings.
I think this may be what I think they're talking about. This may be where the Legend of Arthur comes from.
The hearts and minds of Saxons turn away from fear and toward Alfred.
His heroic resistance in the marshes, his surprising renaissance of power, the love and delight and relief that the Anglo-Saxons feel at having a leader emerge victorious out of unusual circumstances is a kind of a rallying cry which allows Anglo-Saxon England to persist in the face of Viking invasion.
At a local landmark known as Egbert's Stone, he calls a secret meeting to discover which nobles are willing to fight for him.
He's crucially placed to make a difference, and to call everybody in that society to that ideal, of course, is unrealistic. But why not? Why not imagine that you can inspire everyone?
In Alfred's wake, spirits rise. Tomorrow, the Saxons will begin to reclaim their country from the Viking barbarians.
Yep. Whoa!
What did you do?
You almost got my foot.
And the Viking encampment. Alfred's biographer and friend, Asser, recalls the day in all its triumphant glory. At length, Alfred gained the victory through God's will. He overthrew the pagans with very great slaughter and chased those who fled as far as their stronghold, hacking them down.
They had no alternative, and so they surrendered on Alfred's terms. And Alfred's terms included, not only that they leave his kingdom, it included the conversion of King Guthrum and all of his leading men.
Do not do that around my foot.
I'm trying to get him around you.
Standing, Alfred becomes overlord in 886 and rules the first truly unified kingdom of the Anglo-Saxons.
Morrgaine. Come on, lazy.
In war, the king has proven his mettle, but it is in peace that he shines.
He created a whole new military system. He built fortified towns called boroughs, 30 of them throughout his kingdom.
Okay, you're going to be lazy too?
7,000 troops.
When the Vikings renew their conquest in the 890s, they discover a land transformed, with sturdy defenses in place and a well-trained mobile army waiting to repel them.
Austria and Foster so steep. Bertha and see Jenny and see Dad. See brothers coming to Dad.
But Alfred's most enduring legacy is created in words and knowledge.
The Danes taking away learned men, destroying churches, those losses represent more than damage to a people or a political loss. To him, it's a loss of culture. So he starts on this system of education. He wants every free man who is rich enough to send his children to school so that they can learn English. If they are suited to it, they can continue on to learn Latin. But it's English first.
Not only does Alfred order important...
That's my little super jumpy kitty.
English, he actually
And then Wilbur.
5 of the translations himself.
Superfly Snuka
He
reincarnated.
distributes copies to his most important nobles, a gift signifying that knowledge is treasure.
Come on,
He's really the
Morrgaine.
person who takes all those mixed
That's my Morrgaine butt.
the idea.
That's my girl. Come on.
He wants that culture saved because
Keep
it's
talking or
important
you're going to
to
distract
know
her.
where you come from and who you come from.
It is perhaps the reason that Alfred, alone among all English monarchs, is known as the Great.